Back to the Factor Uncensored. Is the internet becoming the wild, wild west for misinformation? There's a lot of it out there that includes fake obituaries for real people. Journalist Deborah Vankin has personally experienced this. She says she came across multiple online obituaries in January claiming she died in a car wreck. Turns out this is part of a larger scheme by scammers who use these fake death announcements for clicks. Joining us to talk about it, CEO of United Cyber Partners, Patrick Jones. And Patrick, we recently had this. We had a tragic loss here at Fox 26, my first producer here on the Factor Uncensored. And we looked online and they just totally made up stuff about her death, where she was from. And it hurts people.
It does.
Especially when you lose a loved one.
Absolutely. You know, you have a lot of scammers out there that are now not only creating, you know, fake news, if you will, as a result to obituaries, but they're also leveraging that to steal money, right? So they're preying on individuals who, you know, they're emotionally, they're kind of wrecked, right? And then, you know, as you said, they're making up bad things. So now what that's doing is that's impacting their family. And then they're asking for money, right? Because you have to think about the end game for a scammer. The end game for a scammer is to make you depart from your money. And that's exactly what they're doing. So, you know, they're asking family and friends on Facebook and other social media platforms to send over money as well, right?
And so it's not just about clicks. That's a form of money also.
Oh, absolutely.
But they also want the cold hard cash
100%.
From family members who may be emotional friends in a state where they're vulnerable.
Absolutely, because if you look at it two ways, right? So you have the clicks, but the click money is not that extensive, right? But if I can ask a family member and or a friend, if I can bait them into sending over $100, $50, then that adds up. And then you look at the individuals that are doing this, right? The geographical region in which they reside. You know, those are individuals in India where $50, it goes a long way, right? So those are the individuals that we're dealing with. And then when you think about the obituary scams, that's more of a low-level scam, right? So what they're really preying on, they're preying on the elderly, they're preying on the emotional weak. In addition to that, you also have another avenue, and that other avenue is they'll have their friends call and act like a debt collector, or, you know, and now you have to pay on their behalf, right? And I need you to act right now. So you have those type of scams, you know, coming along with what they're doing from an obituary
It's never ending. And so if you have a family member or friend that's been victimized by this, what do you think the best path is to address this?
First and foremost, read and then think before you click. The human element is one in which when you're emotionally weak, you're dealing with, you know, turmoil, potentially a loved one passing away, you're not necessarily thinking. And that's exactly what they want you to do. It's not think, but click and act. That's the reason why attached to a lot of these obituary scams, you know, they come in the imposters and, hey, look, the debt collectors, I need you to act right now. Give me your credit card. In fact, an employee of mine, they were reaching out to one of our customers, and then as they Googled the customer name, next thing you know, there was a fake obituary. And 3 hours later, we're like, hey, so bad news. They said your company closed down. They said that you had passed away. You know, what's going on? He's, Patrick, I'm here. And please continue with the services. So this is happening on a very consistent
And really quick,
basis.
last 30 seconds,
Please.
Who do we report this to?
So you can report this to your local authorities. You can also report it to, if it's coming through Gmail, you know, whatever avenue that they're actually communicating to you on, you can report it to that organization as well. But I would say, especially if you act, please call your local authorities.
All right. Thank you, sir, for your valuable information on that.